7, 14. I can't see normal. I think it's 22. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you hear me? Easy.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Mardyke Arena for the second of today's games. It is the Hula Hoops NICC Women's National Cup semi-final between Meteors and Killester, the all-Dublin clash. We're just underway here. I'll give you the starting five. So Meteors, it's number 7, Bernice Byrne. Number 11, Bethany Thompson. Number 14, Aoife Ryan. Number 21, Lauren Flynn. And 22, Claude O'Halloran. For Killester, it's number 4, Ali Connolly. Number 6, Kira Fenton. Number 9, Katrina White. Number 10, Niamh O'Donovan. And number 22, Maeve Barry. So no scores in the early going. Meteors up the court. I'm joined for this one by Niall McDermott. Niall, good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, Matt. How's it going? Looking forward to this all Dublin clash. Going to be fiercely contested.
So O'Donovan, quite a lot of Super League experience on both teams, and a lot of international players on both teams, both past and present.
Yeah, it seems both teams are a good mix of sort of older Super League players who step down a level, and then young players coming through. A lot of under 20s in both teams, 3 or 4 Irish internationals. So, and that's one of them on the ball now, Lauren Flynn.
Flynn can't find a range early, and rebounded by Niamh Donovan. So the third season of the NICC, with a very strong field this year, with all non-national league clubs only being allowed to enter this competition, whereas the previous years, as the scores are opened by Katrina White and Killester lead 2-0.
Yeah, it's a competition's been growing year on year. Entries are up nearly every year, and it's a great to give clubs who are not that national league level yet a chance to test themselves out. Like a good example would be Tralee. Before they went Super League that year, St Brendan's got the way, they won the competition, and then obviously the Tralee bandwagon started and the roll.
And the first score for Meteors is registered by Bernice Byrne, and we're 2-2, 7:45 to go in this first quarter. The other semi-final is taking place currently over in Neptune Stadium. If you want to follow that one, you can follow that on the live stream as well. And that's between St Mary's and Mary. Mary, of course, are the reigning NICC Women's Champions, taking the title last year with a very strong team. As Maeve Barry goes to the line for 2 shots. Foul is called on the rebound. That will go against Niamh O'Donovan. Be her first of the game.
Meteors have good size inside. I think that's going to be key in this game. Lauren and Lorna are going to do a good job on the boards, and it'll be tough for Killester. Killester might have a lot of shooting in the cortex, so we'll see how that pans out.
And here is some of that inside size you talked about. Nice move inside from O'Halloran, but can't get the roll. Katrina White brings it away for Killester. Fenton puts the ball on the floor, gets all the way to the basket. Good defense from Lauren Flynn, and it will be Meteors ball from the end line. Referees for today's game, led by the crew chief, Linda Cassidy, and she's joined by Ines Perez and Jamie Dooley. So Byrne looks to set things up for Meteors. Back into the hands of O'Halloran, and in the corner to Flynn. Bethany Thompson, one of those younger players you talked about, and a beautiful shot from Bethany Thompson here. She gets her first score of the day, and Meteors lead 4-2.
Yeah, both teams are moving the ball well. Setting a lot of screens off the ball. Let's see. There's a good example of that. Oh.
Connolly inside to the cut in Barry.
Oh!
and rolled across the top of the backboard, but I think it just clipped something.
Is that the ball? The ball's allowed to touch the top of the backboard, but did it touch the wire maybe, or that ref was saying?
I presume he possibly did, as Meteors make their first substitutions of the game, and into the game comes Cassin Conair, along with Lorna McNamee. But it's Byrne on the ball again, turns down the shot into the hands of McNamee inside. Flynn skip pass, but into the hands, intercepted by Katrina White. Meteors managed to hold on to the ball. The shot clock's on 3. Lauren Flynn gets the shot up just in time, but doesn't hit the ring, and that will be a shot clock violation. Bless the ball. So Keir Fenton brings the ball up for Killester, trailing 4-2 in the early going here. O'Donovan goes down quickly, but finds the space inside, but Mary Barry can't keep her feet still. Score for the travel as Killester coach Casey Tryon will make a few changes, and into the game for the first time comes Kira Cohen. She's joined by Hannah Feerick. I think Siobhan Kennedy came in as well. Byrne looks to get it inside, but well defended inside by Killester. Thompson again takes a look at the 3. That one falls short. It'll be out of bounds. Killester ball. Don't forget, plenty of games today. All games on this Hula Hoops National Cup semi-final weekend in Cork being streamed live. Over in Neptune Stadium, 2 o'clock with the Under-20 Men's Cup. 4 o'clock, the Ladies Division 1 Cup. Ladies Division 1 Cup, and 8 o'clock is the Men's Division 1 Cup. I'll give you the teams a little bit later when we get a little bit more time. Here in the Mardyke Arena, this one is followed by 4 Super League games. Women's Super League game, Glanmire versus Brunel, 2 o'clock. 4 o'clock, NUIG Mystics versus DCU Mercy. And at 6 o'clock, it's the Men's Super League semi-final, Killester versus UCD Marion. And finally, at 8 o'clock tonight, it's UCC Demons versus Temple Ogue. As we'll just take a quick time out here, and we'll be right back with you shortly. So welcome back here. 5 minutes gone, low scoring start, Niall.
Yeah, very scrappy. It can often happen. Semi-final stage, teams arrive, you know, neutral venue, get a bit tight, travel into the game, and it's often scrappy. Hopefully, as the game progresses, it'll pick up. Oh, that could have started it there. Big time 3-pointer.
Siobhan Kennedy comes off the bench to show how it's done, and it's Killester to take the lead for the first time, 5-4. Byrne, this time she can find a bit of space inside, but Conair has nowhere to go, and it will go back to Killester.
And smaller in defense by Killester.
So Kennedy, fresh from that 3-pointer, to White on the wing, uses the screen from O'Donovan. Ball comes off her foot, and it's going to go to Meteors as Meteors make more changes, and into the game for Killester. Back is Maeve Barry, and Andreas Nascimento.
Killester have a deeper bench here than Meteors. They're running it really well, so it'll be interesting to see just as the game progresses. When Meteors tire, I know that a few players missing. They're Verdi O'Connor struck down by Flew. It's a big loss for them. Very strong player inside, former Irish international.
Conair misses on the 3-point shot. Ball into the hands of Kennedy. Looks to push things for Killester. Into the check, just recently checked in Nascimento. And she wasted no time in getting into the speed of the game.
That's the first time I've seen her play, but I like her game already. Got that sort of wee hezzy move going. Makes the second one.
Andressa Nascimento starts her scoring account for the day. And Becky Thompson straight back for Meteors for 3. Ball short and rebounded by Nascimento. Is the centre of everything here. She steps on the court. Cohen. She'll kill me for that. Camp. Nice move inside from Maeve Barry. And Killester extend their lead. It's 8-4.
That was a great push move inside. Fake over the shoulder, then drop step.
Byrne, good steal from Kira Cohen. Into the hands of Nascimento, goes all the way to the basket, and that's 6 unanswered. And Coach Dave Dorn will call a timeout for Meteors, as we'll just step away quickly. So welcome back here. Meteors after a good start. Niall just struggled a little bit there, and Killester on a bit of a run and lead by 6 at the minute.
Yeah, I think the introduction of Andressa Nascimento, I definitely butchered that pronunciation. She's been a live spark for Killester off the bench, scored in transition, had a nice half-court drive to the basket, got that one. I got the free throw line, so she could be the difference maker in this game.
And Maeve Barry just called for travel there. She tried that drop step again. Conair finds a bit of space, and the foul is called on Nascimento. As Katrina White checks back in the game for Kira Cohen. Byrne just gets it in time to O'Halloran. Nice steal from Fearick. Fearick goes over to the basket, and she's fouled by Byrne. And Niall, the last couple of plays, Meteors' offense has just stalled a little bit. Anything they can do different?
Probably more ball movement. When the ball goes inside, it's sticking. Killester collapsing down the keys. Maybe once it goes inside, get it out, quick reversal, try and get an open shot on the weak side. At the minute, it's going one side, going inside, and sort of sticking there. And Killester, that's put into Killester's hands.
First basket of the game for Fearick, and she can't connect the second, but Maeve Barry uses the height but turns it over. Good steal from Conair. She looks to go all the way, and a foul is called on Hannah Fearick. She protests her innocence, but definitely looked like a foul here. She turns sideways, and Conair will have a chance to cut into this lead. And she makes no mistake for the first one. And that's on the second, so 11-6, Killester lead as Kennedy brings the ball. Feerick back to Kennedy. White on the wing, being guarded by two as Meteors sit in their zone. Into the corner, to the open Feerick, she takes a three! Big 3-point shot from the corner from Hannah Feerick.
Good patience for Killester, probing the zone, got the White open three in the corner.
Conair inside to O'Halloran, but pass just goes astray. As Niall mentioned, NICC's at a strong field this year with the women's. Meteors got to the final by beating to the semi-final rather, by beating Cork-based Brunel 58-42. And in the quarter-final they beat another Dublin-based team, Tulka, 62-35. Killester on their route to the semi-finals knocked off previous winners Mucknow Lakers 83-57, and then they just pipped Glanmire in the quarter-final 52-41. Aoife Ryan checks in for Meteors and she'll run the point as Byrne takes a rest. Here's Conair looking for a bit of space.
Oh,
nice move inside.
I think she might have been fouled there too. That was a great wee step from you.
Looked like there might have been a bit of contact on the arm, but Killester get away with it, and they'll look to punish Meteors here. They lead 14-6, just over a minute to go in this first quarter. Meteors could do with a couple of baskets. Niall come into half-time.
Yeah, they've been unlucky. They've had a couple of good looks the past few possessions, just haven't got the ball to drop. That was another decent look there. Annie Hanro.
And the first quarter, so with just a minute to go in this first quarter. Kennedy, well defended this time by McNamee, but White is fouled going to the basket.
Katrina's playing very well, very composed, not rushing anything, taking her time. You can see the experience there. Gets a cut and goes to the line.
Shooter's touch on the first. And with that one, Killester have just gone up for a 10-point lead, and Meteors in serious need of a basket, just for a little bit of confidence coming into the closing 50 seconds of this first quarter.
You only scored maybe 2 points in the past 8 minutes. And there we go. That's just what they need.
Beautiful three from Catherine Conair. Just what the doctor ordered. Yes, and the scoreboard looking a little better at 16-9.
She's a Meteors' best player in this first quarter, so a few more lows get them back in the game.
That's the meant another great move inside. Can't find the pass and bobble around, and Meteors will come up with it with 18 seconds to go, so a chance to cut a bit more into this lead. Finds a wide open.
Nice
Hanaho
took a contact there, got the finish. Good play, and all of a sudden it's only a 5-point game and the steal.
3 seconds to go, 2 seconds. So 2 seconds to go. It's 16-11. Killester, and all of a sudden it looks a little bit more positive coming into the end of the first quarter. Meteors with one chance to get the shot off. It'll be a long, hopeful shot here. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Killester 16, Meteors 11.
in the second quarter again. Killester with a 5-point lead. Good ball movement. Meteors advancing the ball. Just short of HULA handling. Holly advances the ball to Katrina White in the wing. Taking her time. Just too much in the house there. From Kira Fenton. And Matt Hull has just joined us again, back in action. You just missed a fantastic 30 seconds, Matt.
You see, as the score remains 16-11.
Yeah, almost an alley-oop dunk, but it rammed out. Oh, it might have been a travel. Houlihan knew it was a travel, you can see in her face, but
that one was a travel for me for Ryan. So
all three of the rest missed that one.
He got away with the first one, but caught with the second one. Fenton back running the point for Killester. Connolly inside to O'Donovan. Nice move from O'Donovan, and she finishes off the board, and Killester extend the lead 18-11.
Yeah, if Meteors are going to sit in that zone, they can't let them catch in the high post that easy. It was just too easy. Simple catch, one pass in the high post, and then it was all over. Neil O'Donovan wasn't going to miss that.
Inside O'Halloran. Nice move, but can't finish, and you get the feeling now that Claude O'Halloran could be the kind of key for Meteors if they're to get back in the game. Something inside they need.
Yeah, and she's had a few of those moves in the first quarter and a bit, where she's nice up and unders, good footwork, but just hasn't got the finishing touch. If she finds that, it could be productive for Meteors.
Conair closely guarded by Fenton.
Shoot that.
Here is O'Halloran. She'll try and shoot from range. That
she said
successful. She showed us.
She was fed up trying to put in work in the post. She said, "Okay, I'm just going to step back, sink a D2."
Beautiful long range shot from O'Halloran, and we're a 5-point game, 18-13. A 3-pointer goes up from Connolly, but doesn't go. And Hanaho has a chance to cut in this lead again for Meteors outside to Ryan, and Ryan can't find Lauren Flynn inside, but that's because she was being held, and it'll be a foul, I think, on Katrina White. It is, and it'll be end-line ball to Meteors.
We veteran move by Katrina White there, trying to hold, but the refs spotted it.
Meteors just get it in, and 3-point shot goes up with a foul called off the ball on the far side. I think it's Neva Donovan was called for holding as the shot went up, so it will stay Meteors' ball.
Someone needs to stop the clock here. The table has not. Stop the clock! Clock's still running, but I haven't noticed. It's still running. Oh well, sure look. Yeah, stop now. 20 seconds of game action wasted there. Good driving by Hano, nice driving kick. Shots off by Lorna McNamee.
Katrina White for 3, doesn't go. Rebound by Lauren Flynn, and Meteors very much picking the pace up a little bit here as they try and get up and down. Bethany Thompson. Nice fake from Maddie Hanaho, and she finishes.
Maddie Hanaho didn't start the game. She came in about 3 minutes to go into the first quarter, but since she came in, she's been very lively, top of that zone. She's got a couple of steals, fast break layup, and then 2 nice shots as well.
In the corner, Fenton drives past Flynn, but can't finish. And it will remain Killester ball, so 3-point game, and Meteors
got away with that one. Meteors, the drive, give the base and drive too easy, and the help defense didn't arrive. Just lucky that Killester missed the layup. Fenton left it a bit short.
Referee's just having a discussion about something that was brought to attention by Neve O'Donovan.
Yeah. Neve's not happy about something. He's quite distressed there.
I think she's probably talking about the last foul. I think they called on her. An offensive foul called on Killester, so saying there, Meteors amazingly enough, they looked dead and buried in the first quarter, even though it was down 10, but you couldn't see we were going to get a score from. But now they found their rhythm, and they're firmly in this one, 3 points down, with 6:30 to go. And here is
Conran.
Oh, nice move inside.
1 point game
from Conair. Donovan on the high post again. Ben.
Reverse that.
Donovan, strong move inside and somehow managed to squeeze it between the outstretched.
That was good defense, just better offense. Good defense, just better offense. Great finish by Niamh Donovan.
And Conair to Thompson. Back to Thompson, picks up a dribble. But Conair fakes the three, but Benton isn't fooled and stays with her. Hanahu down the middle of the lane and doesn't quite get the roll this one, but great rebound by Flynn. Give Meteors another chance. Conair for two, doesn't go. Again, tipped by White, but only back into the hands of Conair. And Meteors will get a third chance. And this time Katrina White does secure the rebound into the hands of Benton. And it'll be Killester looking to push the pace here, as they find an open Hoffman. Hoffman to Fenton via Katrina White, and a nice move inside by O'Donovan, who's playing a bigger and bigger role in this Killester lead.
Yeah, she's very strong inside, around the basket, getting the ball, shoot her back the basket move and face it move, so it's tough guard for the Meteors. I think the defense before she catches the ball. Once she catches the post, it's too late. They've got to stop her getting the ball in there. Oh, nice step
move inside, doesn't get the roll. As McNamee just got bumped, but Benton again.
Oh, early shot.
Big three from Hoffman, doesn't go. And rebounded by Conair. Just slows things down a little bit. Inside to McNamee, nice move by McNamee, she finishes off the glass. And Meteors stay in touch. Down just 3, as both teams have substitutes ready to enter the game. Donovan outside to Hoffman, who try look again, doesn't go. Rebounded Hanaho. And a chance to tie the game on a 3-point here for Meteors. Conair finds some space down the lane, she goes all the way to the basket, left hand. Doesn't finish. Good defense from Killester, and Benton grabs the ball on the floor and into the hands of Katrina White.
Better draw there, denying the Donovan
open
the ball
shot,
side.
Just standing on the line there. Ali Connolly put on the line, and it's one of the things about playing here in UCC. If you're not quite used to it, there's a big gap between the side of the court and the seats. So you can lose your perspective a little bit.
Much better defense at that time from Meteors. Killester probing, trying to get the ball inside again to Niamh Donovan, but they did a good job of denying the pass.
3-point lead in this Hula Hoops NICC Women's National Cup semi-final. Killester leading Meteors 22-19. 3:26 to go. Inside pass. Flynn managed to grab a second attempt. Thompson with nowhere to go. Good defense from May Crane, who checked in the last dead ball, and great defense from Killester, the 24-second violation. Again, we see that the strength and depth you talked about earlier from Killester, as another of the young internationals. May Crane comes off the bench last year, an under-20 international, also played 3-on-3 at international level. Just call for the foul inside, as O'Donovan again is really starting to dominate the high post area a little bit for Killester, as O'Halloran checks back into the game for Flynn for Meteors. Kennedy finds an open Ferrick, but can't find her range, but she'll have another go here. Barry grabs another rebound. May Crane for 3. Looked good but didn't go, and good rebound from O'Donovan, and Killester dominating the boards a little bit here as they'll get their fourth offensive rebound. And referees just stopped the game here. Presume either the shot clock or the game clock wasn't going as it should have been.
Not sure what's going on. They've ran the shot clock down to 9 seconds there, but the ball at the rim, so I don't know why. Surely it was in 5 seconds then, maybe it was.
Yeah, didn't seem to be that long. There was a couple, but we can discuss it. We have a timeout here.
Meteors on 7 points, followed by Mardyke on 4.
So welcome back. 2:31 to go in the second quarter of Hula Hoops NICC Women's National Cup semi-finals. Killester leading 22-19. Crane for Killester. Kennedy, but good hands from Byrne, who's checked back into the game to run the point for Meteors. And Niall, Killester with a good early lead as O'Halloran makes a nice pass outside. Long three, just bounced off and rebounded by Kennedy. But Meteors very much back into the game over his last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, had a couple outside shots and gives some confidence, and often, you know, your defense feeds your offense and vice versa. Once you hit those shots, you can play better all over the court, and now it's a very, very even game.
Byrne across the court to Thompson, who again struggled with the sideline. It's just one of those things you often see with teams. The women wouldn't play here very often. Only Glanmire using this court in the Women's League, so most of these players wouldn't have played here very often. And you take another timeout here. Okay, welcome back here. 1:48 to go. Still a 3-point lead for Killester. Crane drives baseline, finds O'Donovan on the top of the key. Three from Behren. Doesn't go, missed the last couple.
Good rebound from O'Halloran.
And Byrne finds Thompson. This time is careful not to stand out of bounds inside to O'Halloran. He's coming into the game more and more for Meteors. Foul's called against Killester. Looks like it's on Byrne. It is Barry, sorry, Maeve Barry. 22 picks up that foul. And Katrina White will check in for Niamh O'Donovan. Another foul on Killester. That will put them in the penalty, so it'll be 2 shots to Meteors. So as I mentioned, still to come here in the Mardyke Arena, 2 o'clock start. It's the first of the Women's Super League Cup semi-finals. UCC Ambassador Glanmire versus Singleton Super Value Brunel. That'll be followed at 4 o'clock by NYG Mystics and DCU Mercy. 6 o'clock is the first of the Men's Cup semi-finals. Pyrobel Killester and UCD Marion. And then finally for today here in the Mardyke, at 8 o'clock, it'll be the home team, the UCC Demons versus Black and Amber Templeogue. 2-point game here. White for 3, and she's fouled. Doesn't get the roll though.
Oh, she looks, she's hurt. She made it. No.
No, she said she's okay. Just give her a bit of time. Sure, the sort of 3 free throws will cheer up. As out of the game for Meteors goes Lorna McNamee.
Interested from Meteors here seem to be going with only 2 rebounders in the lineup. Also very confident. You still yet? We're just going to go 2 on 3 here in the free throw rebounding battle. Interesting tactic. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh,
nope,
very much didn't.
Doesn't surprisingly there.
Couldn't have been worse. But they get lucky there as good hands results in the ball come back in the hands of Catherine Conair. 4-point game. We just clicked under a minute to go inside to O'Halloran. She finds the cut in Conair but can't keep holding the ball, but they'll get another chance here as the shot clock is down to 7 seconds. Conair tries to drive baseline. Oh, nice pass inside the burn. Or get an open shot from the top of the key but can't hit it, and a rebound goes to Katrina White.
Great driving dish by Conair, just couldn't hit the shot.
Fearick under pressure from Ryan. Open corner, May Crane just avoids the sideline there.
Yeah,
not sure she knew how close she was.
I think her toe was in bounds. If she put her heel down, she'd go out of bounds, but she kept that heel raised and just stayed in bounds by the narrowest of margins.
So 24 seconds to go. It's only 40 on the shot clock, so Killester won't be able to hold for the last shot. But good hands from Byrne, but can't quite steal it, and it'll be Fearick who has a chance for Killester. Crane on the shot clock going down, pulls up, doesn't go. Good rebound by O'Halloran, and bad foul by Maeve Barry will send O'Halloran to the line for 2 shots with 9 seconds to go. Not what the coach ordered.
Katie Tron will not be happy with that. 9 seconds on the clock, you're in team fouls. He fouled 80 feet from the basket. That is not a good one. Let's see if Cluedo O'Halloran can make them pay from the line. Makes the first. 3-point game here, 9 seconds to go. Meters are foul to give to, won't want to let out the light. That's really a good shot off here.
Bounces out, and Kira Cohen gets the rebound.
5 seconds. 3.
And they, somehow or other Kendi got through the middle. Crane with a 3 on the buzzer.
Oh, she made it! She made it! Woo!
So big 3 on the buzzer. Will just dampen Meteor's spirits a little bit, but Killester at the end of the first half of this Hula Hoops NICC Women's National Cup semi-final. It's Killester leading 27 to Meteors 21. So welcome back, second half just underway here in the Mardyke Arena, Cork. It's the Hula Hoops NICC Women's National Cup semi-final, Meteors versus Killester. It's Killester leading 27-21 as Katrina White wedged to the first score of the second half. Killester went off to an early lead but pegged back by Meteors, only to have their heart broken by a long-range three-pointer on the buzzer from May Crane. And it's now Killester by 9. As O'Halloran takes a long two, doesn't go. Well rebounded by Kennedy and into the hands of Katrina White. So Niall, we were going into half-time raving about Meteors' comeback and how things look good for them, but that three-pointer from May Crane and now a good start from Killester have dampened the spirits a little bit as they trail by 8.
Yeah, just a momentum killer at the very end of the quarter. May Crane heaved the ball from way deep. Talking to Andy Gill at half-time, May played on his Irish under-16 team in the European Championships back in 2015. He was telling me she had the exact same type of shot at the end of the game against Greece, just heave the ball. Maybe she's try it more often.
Cohen, the 3 from the corner, doesn't go. And it's noticeable in the start of this second half now that Killester have come out with a very different 5 in start of the game.
Yeah, they've changed up their look, but the question, they're so deep, it's so interchangeable. You know, I think they can really, constantly run subs and keep it fresh and change the look. That's tough for Meteors to match up with.
Inside to Flynn. Flynn well defended by Killester. Long range two-pointer from Aoife Ryan doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Kennedy into the hands of White. She has numbers in front but can't find Nascimento, so it'll be Meteors' ball out of bounds. They make an early substitution, and into the game comes Catherine Conair, and Clodagh O'Halloran will take a break. So Byrne to the top of the key to Flynn. Conair looks to drive down the middle, back out to Flynn and doesn't get the roll, and rebound by Cohen but knocked out by Byrne, and Meteors will get another chance here through Conair, who makes no mistake with a short corner jump shot, and it's back to a 7-point game.
Yeah, lovely shot from Conair, splash that. Meteors came out here in the second half in a 1-3-1 zone. Oh, that was a travel, she got away with it. Got away with travel there, it's the second one, the rest of them missed, but Meteors are in a 1-3-1 zone. If you're on a high trapper, let's see just how Killester figure this out.
Nascimento, ball for Killester. Quick passing from Killester, but Katrina White can't hold on to that one, and Conair will come away for Meteors. Oh, Aoife Ryan well blocked from Nascimento, and she'll slow things down as Kennedy calls out the play. Connolly back to Kennedy, inside to White. Nice passing from Killester. They started this second half well, no foul call, and
good stand
ball
by
into the hands of Flynn.
Good stand by Flynn, play good defense straight up.
Short jump shot from Ryan, and Aoife Ryan knocks that one down and cuts the lead to just 4 points.
Good start by Meteors this half. Came out, changed their defense, got some stops, pushed the ball in transition, getting an open look there. Coach Dave Doran will be well happy with the start of the second half.
White into the corner to Connolly. She'll take a long 3, doesn't go. Rebounded Flynn for Meteors. Thompson gets it back into the hands of the point guard Byrne. And here comes Conair, finds a bit of space, top of the key. 3-point shot from Thompson. Doesn't go. Rebounded by White. And she had Connolly in front of her, but well defended by Byrne, so slow things down. White, open 3. Oh! The 3-pointer will count. There was a foul somewhere, I think it was off the ball though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call was. There was a lovely shot by Katrina White, but didn't see a foul on it.
Foul was called under the hoop on Lauren Flynn. So the 3-pointer will count.
Just after we're saying how Coach Dave Doran will be happy how he started the half, that's like a terrible play where they give up a 3-pointer and then also give Killester an extra possession.
We'll have a timeout here as we step away. Welcome back. 6:07 to go in this third quarter. Killester lead this Hula Hoops NICC Women's National Cup semi-final by 7, 32 to 25. Siobhan Kennedy with the ball.
Meteors back to man-to-man defense.
White is fouled right on the shot clock. The foul will go against Aoife Ryan, and there'll be 2 shots.
Interesting to see if they're going to stick with this man, or they might have just, off the coaches will change up the defense out of a timeout just for 1 or 2 possessions to nullify Killester's timeout. So we'll see if it's going to be a long-term strategy.
White knocks down the first. Gets the ball in the second. There's a few changes. Killester into the game comes Hoffman, Benton and O'Donovan. And out go White, Nascimento and Kennedy, I believe. Ryan finds a bit of space inside. Flynn can't finish. And Conley will get the ball to Cohen and then into the hands of Fenton. O'Donovan from the corner, puts the ball on the floor. Down the middle lane again, a good strong drive from O'Donovan, but can't finish this time, and well rebounded by Flynn. And Meteors will look to push the ball through Aoife Ryan. Ryan got away with a little bit of a push off on O'Donovan there. Inside to Byrne. Byrne off the backboard, can't finish. And rebounded by Connolly and back to the hands of Fenton. Fenton. Down Hoffman in the corner, inside not to shoot, and Killester continue to move the ball well. O'Donovan will look to attack here in the post, back outside. There's a shot clock on 5. And
the bank is open. It's Saturday.
Ali Connolly gets a bit of luck from 3-point range.
I wish the bank was open on Saturday. It left me wallet in Derry. No backyard, strictly cash. So.
And anyone who knows Niall will know that's not the first time. In fact, I can't remember the time you did bring your wallet.
Pass by Ireland tab all weekend.
Confirm that is not true.
Oh, nice drive by Conley. Oh, lovely finish too.
Great move off the backboard. She has a barnstorming minute and a half there. The timeout is called as Killester extend their lead to 12, 37 to 25. So Byrne for Meteors, they trail by 14 here. 39-37. Make that 39-27.
go. Nice post work. Oh, it's just on the finish.
So now, what are Meteors going to do to get back in this game after that big run there from Killester?
I actually thought their 1-3-1 defence looked pretty good. They changed their man. Killester had 1-3 and they changed their man. I would have stayed waiting another few minutes, and I think we'll do better in that sort of defence. They got some size, and maybe I'd like to see them try it again.
Oh, and again, with just 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, they've got to stop doing that too.
Fouled off the ball. That one's gone on Maeve Barry, holding inside the key there. Three-point shot from Laura Hoffman doesn't go, rebounded by Barry, and ball passing out from Hanahu. The travel call. It's gone against Aoife Ryan. Not what Meteors wanted. 39-27. Don't forget, next up is the first of the Hula Hoops Women's Super League Cup semi-finals. Ambassador UCC Glanmire take on Singleton Super Value Brunel. Big local rivalry. There was a great under-18 matchup with the two same clubs last night. Glanmire pipped that one by 3 points after trailing the whole game. Hopefully for the neutral it will be as exciting today.
Yeah, that was a very exciting game. Explosive end. Hopefully we'll see the same in the senior game.
Hanaho. Byrne decides to take the long two. Doesn't go. Meteors just struggling to score at the moment. So 2:23 to go, Meteors trailing by 12. Desperate need of a basket here, as that similar situation to the first quarter when they struggled to score. But that time they got a few baskets and got right back in the game, and that could be the start of it there. As Aoife Ryan hits a long two from the corner.
Another baseline jump shot. That's been the Meteors' choice of shot this half. Back now in the zone again, so the 2-3 zone I think we're on this time.
Crane in the corner, inside to Barry, and good hand from Conair. The shot clock's down to 8 seconds.
Every time you say Conair, I just imagine Nicholas Cage doing handstand push-ups.
Yeah, that's not the first thing that comes to my mind.
Well, if you don't get that reference, then
I do. A poor old film. Don't waste your afternoon watching it. And stick with us here on the live stream. Plenty of basketball across the weekend in both venues here, Neptune Stadium and the Mardyke Arena. Byrne, well defended by Feerick. Conair puts the ball on the floor, scores, but I don't think it's going to count before the shot, so end line.
Nice move.
Now with Nicholas Cage stuck in my head. Thanks so much.
Nicholas would have proved that with himself. Great, we has jab step and then drive. And we see
there goes again, and fouled again. So 2 quick fouls on Killester. It's not too much of an issue. It's only a second team foul to go, and with only 1:35 to go in this third quarter. Not in danger of going into penalty just yet, as substitutions come in. For Meteors, it's Lorna McNamee, replaces Aoife Ryan. Halloran in the corner, inside the Conair, finds a bit of space, nice move, but well defended by O'Donovan, and it'll be Killester on the ball with Fenton. Long three
deep
from Hannah Feerick, doesn't go, rebounded. O'Donovan well blocked.
Blocked twice
From Conair. 3-point shot Ali Connolly is good.
He's having a great second half, a great third quarter, Ali Connolly.
7 points in the quarter for Connolly as Killester lead 42-29 with just under a minute to go in this third quarter. Meteors looking a bit shell-shocked here, seem to have run out of ideas a little bit. They need a little bit of a run again in this quarter, but fouls might get them back in it. That's 3 team fouls on Killester. So it'll be end-line ball again as Katrina White checks in for Niamh O'Donovan. But in the corner for Meteors. Again, Meteors just seem to have slowed down a little bit on offense.
Yeah, nothing's really going to break them in it for them. Oh, it's sportsmanlike. What?
I actually couldn't tell you who that's going to be calling. I thought the foul was on Killester.
Yeah, they called it on.
And they have called on
Kira
Killester.
Fenton, but they called him a sportsmanlike, which is bizarre. It just looked like 2 players, you know, hustling for a loose ball.
Yeah, to me it looked like Fenton pulled back the arm. Now, it wasn't anything malicious, but she did pull back the arm, which was a foul. So it's certainly the right call from what I saw in terms of the direction arrow.
Probably the case I just didn't see it, which is strange because I have excellent vision 2020, but might have missed that one. Bad angle.
That sums up Meteors' quarter a little bit here. Yeah. They've really struggled to score, missing those 2.
That could have been, you know, a couple of moments. They made both those free throws, got another score now, made a 4 or 5 point play. That would have been maybe changed their momentum of the game, but unfortunately not for them.
Desperate need of a score here as Conair used O'Halloran's screen to Byrne. Byrne tries to get it inside, but stolen by a combination of Fearick and White, and a jump ball.
Meteors ball again.
Meteors, so they've had a little bit of luck here at the end of the quarter, but haven't been able to punish Killester. Just talk about the shot clock. I think it was because it changed possession. Go back to 24. Or will they leave it at 14? The discussion between the referee and the tables is just whether Killester had control of the ball, in which case it will be reset before the jump ball.
Practically 16 seconds, yep.
16. Now I am baffled. Reset from the first shot, I think maybe. I'm sure they've got it right anyway, so here we go. 19 seconds to go. Again, Meteors loose with the ball. It falls into the hands of Fearick, sorry. Keep calling the wrong name. And a foul call with O'Donovan, who snuck back into the game there somewhere. And will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Niamh is really sneaky around the basket, you know. She's always getting those loose balls, going hard, crafty finishes, gets to the line.
Niamh fairly experienced in the National Cup. I think she's a winner's medal with UL and a runners-up medal possibly with Killester in the Super League finals. Conair on the buzzer makes that shot, and Meteors needed that. So at the end of the third quarter in this hula hoops NICC Women's Cup semi-final, it's Killester 43, Meteors 31.
At the end of the third quarter.
Welcome back. We're about to start this fourth quarter. It's Killester leading the hula hoops NICC Women's National Cup semi-final by 12 points, 43-31. Great third quarter from Killester. Kick-started by the buzzer beater at the end of the half by May Crane. And Beric for a long three, and she makes that one. Missed the last couple, but we found her range there, and Killester continued to steamroll ahead.
Yeah, it's good. 15 points into a low-scoring game. It's going to be hard for Meteors to get back into this one.
Meteors really struggled to score during that third quarter. They'll be hoping to find a range, and Matty Hanaho does exactly that as she banks one off the glass. Cuts down to 13, which, as you say, isn't a hugely, but taking into the fact that Meteors only have 33 points in the game, they're going to need to find their score and touch in this final quarter if they're going to head to the finals at the National Basketball Arena, and a jump ball is called. It'll be Meteors' ball.
They don't really get it back straight away, but you need to start cutting this lead, getting back-to-back stops with a couple of scores.
Turn to Conair, but long two, and she makes that. And Meteors have found their touch a little bit here as they cut it to 11, 46-35.
I love it and I hate it. It's a lovely shot, obviously, but just flipping the line, just 2 inches behind it, it's a three-pointer. You go from one of the best shots of basketball to literally the worst shot in basketball, but I went into it, happy enough for that.
And a blocking foul called as Nascimento drives to the basket, and she'll take 2 shots.
Meteors have changed their defense again. They're now in a 1-2-2 zone. Dave Doran's done his full arsenal. He's tried everything in this game. They've had man, they've had 1-3-1, they've had a 2-3. Now he's in a 1-2-2 zone. Let's see if it produces any results for them. One thing I like about Killester is their kits. Fan that design, like the colours. That's something I look out for. Is like is the designer of some of the nicest kits in Ireland. Watch the 4 o'clock game, Fab Plus against Meteors, and tell me the Fab Plus kit is not absolutely beautiful. The colour scheme, design, everything about it. Navy and pink.
Well, there you hear it. Neptune, 4 o'clock. Team Northwest versus Meteors, the nicest kit in the country, according to Niall McDermott. 12-point lead for Killester. Meteors trying to find their way back into this one. Byrne will take a 3, go short, but saved. I thought saved, but not. Must have stood in the line there.
You know what? I don't think the ref was even looking at the lines there. Sometimes I think refs anticipate those calls. So they suck it on the whistle and give it an extra second for.
Yeah, it did look like she'd saved it here from where we were. Which goes Killester, good hands from Meteors. And Beric is fouled on a 3-point shot, and she'll go to the line.
That is just, as a coach, that's like the last thing you want to see. It's just like, second time in this game they fouled a 3-point shooter, and another time they had an off-the-ball foul on a free. It's just like, breaks any momentum you have.
So Thompson and Ryan will check in for Conair and Byrne for Meteors, as Hannah Beric will go to the line for 3 free throws, and she knocks down the first. So as we said, next up, the first of the Hula Hoops Women's Cup semi-finals. Ambassador UCC Glanmire versus Singleton Super Value Brunel.
Who's going to win that one, Matt?
It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Brunel last year had a lot of good halves and ended up losing in the second half. This year they've turned those into wins.
Yeah.
A lot of close games. They had a close game against Glanmire recently, but the experience obviously with Glanmire and Ashley Prim, Glanmire's new American, a fantastic player, so they'll have to watch her, but certainly it could go either way. It'll be a close one and well worth a watch.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to bet against Glenmire, the amount of experience they have at this stage, you know. Unless the odds are right, maybe worth a punt.
Back to this one, and Killester still leading by 12. 3-point shot is off from Connolly, and Meteors really need to start chipping into this lead now.
Yeah, it's 7 minutes to go, low scoring game. They need to just making small runs, 4-2 runs, 5-2 runs, chipping away.
Shot clock has down to 3, bowls out. Good rebound.
Yeah, Lawrence Flynn, great putback
from Flynn, and somehow, without looking, managed to throw it in off the backboard. As a 10-point game, and they're not dead and buried yet.
She just flung that up at the rim and we're done.
That's fantastic. You're missing a treat today, or rather, you're probably not missing a treat if you're tuning into this. You could understand what Niall did say. He was very cleverly using the Flynn name.
It's called a pun, Matt. It's called a pun.
As we'll take a time out on that, and I'm sure you'll all appreciate the break. So 6:37 to go. Killester by 10. Crane. Extra pass to Connolly for 3. Doesn't go. Good rebound from Kennedy. 8 seconds on the clock. O'Donovan. Foul is called. I think it's going to go against Ryan. It does.
That might have been a foul, might not. I don't know if but the referee was in the wrong place to call that. Like, she could not see through the body. But the whistle doesn't light.
So Matty Hanaho for Meteors, they'd cut it to 10, back down to up to 12 for Killester now as Bethany Thompson tries to find a bit of space, but again swarming defence and a 3-second call against Lauren Flynn. Great defence from Killester as they ring the changes again, and into the game comes Fenton and Ferrick, and out go Kennedy and Connolly.
Meteors extend their full court 2-2-1 press here. Let's show aggressive there to try and trap her. They're going to just control the tempo here. No issue with the clocks. Bethany Thompson passed in a shot there. I'd like to see her maybe try some more outside shots. She can shoot the ball, good shooter. Sister of Luke Thompson, also a very good shooter in the Men's Super League.
Scoreboard has been corrected in the arena.
Oh, out of bounds. Meteors are getting stops now. They just need to try and get some baskets in the other end.
5:53 to go. The game is still in the balance, but Killester will be the happier of the two teams at the moment, leading by 11. Here is
Oh,
Ryan.
no, that was a foul. That was
a jump ball, and it will go to Killester.
If I was the Meteors coach, I'd be getting frustrated because Killester got a couple of calls already in where there's been hands go down, looked like he got the ball. That time it was a clear foul across the arm, no call, and they just lost possession. But
as now mentioned, the full court pressure from Meteors, trying to speed this game up a little bit, get a few quick scores to get them back into the game. But Feerick breaks the press. Good trap from Meteors, but just overdid it a little bit, and Crane, but the shot clock is already down to 10. Feerick, 3. Another big 3.
Those shots is feeling
from Hannah Feerick, and she shot the ball really well from long range in this one.
Yeah, Feerick's feeling it, so the confidence is up, doesn't hesitate, just let it fly.
54 to 40. Foul call on Crane. Defending Ryan. So a big crowd expected here at the Mardyke Arena for the rest of the day. They're just starting to file in, not many seats left if you're planning on coming down. Ambassador UCC Glanmire versus Singleton Super Valley Brunel. The next matchup. An all-cork affair as Ryan can't finish that one, but rebounded initially by McNamee, but lost it. And it's O'Donovan off to the races, goes all the way, got a bit of contact, and that foul is called, and the basket is good. So Neve O'Donovan another 2, and it's looking like putting Killester out of sight here now.
Yeah, well, Killester, that could be all she wrote. That's this shot. It's going to be a 15-point game. We only 4.5 on the clock. It's going to be not impossible, but really tough for Meteors to get it back.
And O'Donovan completes the 3-point play. This is a 17-point lead
11 points.
for Killester. Ryan for 2, but off the ball foul. Goes against May Crane. As White will check in for Cohen, and O'Halloran will check in for McNamee for Meteors. Thompson for Meteors just about keeps the toenail on the floor, I think. Takes the long range shot. That one bounces out, but last off Killester.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a full house for this next game. Really following up on here and still some time to tip.
This shot eventually rebounded by Neve Donovan, and she slows it down, gets it back into the hands. Benton. Hoffman off with a shot. But even though Meteors are managing to get stops, their lack of scoring here in the second half has just hindered any chance of a comeback.
Yeah, oh, we got the ball back here, but let's see what they make of it. That's definitely a travel.
Travel calls.
Some fancy footwork. Yeah, 17 points now, 3 minutes 40 to go. It's looking like Killester's day. It's going to be a tough day for Meteors. If they lose to Killester here, then also losing to Fab Plus at 4 o'clock, so it's going to be a rough one for Meteors.
Don't waste your money, folks. Not someone like that actually knows what he's talking about.
It actually should be a very good game. We played earlier on the season in the league, and it was very close up until halfway through the fourth, so expecting a good one.
Byrne trying one last chance for
get their foot down.
Meteors, and they needed that to go out of bounds there.
They've had so many opportunities they got where they just left the ball on the rim and just a wee bit short or rolled off the rim. It could have been a different game. It's just like 40 points is not going to get you a win, like, you know. So tough day on offense for Meteors.
Even with 3 minutes 12 to go, it's a long time in basketball. It very much feels like in the arena, and the body language of the Meteors players like this one's gone.
Yeah, especially, you know, they don't have any outside threats from 3-point line. At this stage of the game, you maybe need a back-to-back threes, sparkler runs on the guy. You just can't see them getting that, but you never know.
Killester's defense has been swarming, and this time Hoffman grabs the rebound. Fenton and Kennedy take care of the ball for Killester to get it over half court. We go under 3 minutes to go.
Shot clock into 4, 2,
Get it go.
1.
White will shoot it from deep, just gets it off in time, but doesn't go. And a shot clock violation.
Stop.
So 2:37 to go. Not sure what's happened there. Referees weren't quite ready.
I just see another gamer. Looked like a great game. St Mary's beat Murray 70-67, 3-point game. Oh, sorry, 67-51. So it looks like Killester are going to meet St Mary's in the final.
So that's the reigning NICC champions have gone out. St Mary's, 2 seasons out of the Women's Division 1, but obviously still have the players. They're looking to come back in, and they'll advance to the NICC finals in the National Basketball Arena at the end of the month, where, barring a miracle, they're going to face Killester, who lead by 19 with 2 minutes to go. In the second half, really nailed down to Meteors scoring, or lack of scoring, as they bank one in there.
Yeah,
It's been a bit of a non-event.
Started the half well, the first 2 baskets, and then they gave about 3-point play with a foul, and just since then it's been all Killester.
So under 2 minutes to go in this one. Don't forget, next up here in the Mardyke Arena, 2 o'clock, the Women's Super League Cup semi-final. Ambassador UCC Glanmire versus Singleton Super Valley Brunel, followed at 4 o'clock by NUIG Mystics and DCU Mercy. 6 o'clock is the first of the Hula Hoops Men's National Cup semi-finals, Pyrobel Killester versus UCD Marion. And at 8 o'clock, that's followed by the second semi-final, which is UCC Demons, Black and Amber Tempelo. Across in Neptune Stadium, coming up at 2 o'clock, is the Under-20 Men's Cup, Moy Cullen versus Neptune. Promises to be a barnstormer. 4 o'clock, the big game of the day that Niall has been talking about, is Team Northwest versus Meteors in the Senior Women's National Cup. That's followed by the second of the Senior Women's National Cup semi-finals, which is the debut appearance for Swords Thunder against Father Matthews, and then the 8 o'clock game is the President's Cup semi-final, the second to see who will take their place in the final against Glamorgan will be St Paul's versus Ballincollig. White for 3 as the shot clock expires, rebounded by O'Halloran. Byrne, 2-on-1, nice pass to Conair. Meteors needed a little bit more of that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, exactly. It was a great school there, but good hustle too.
So 1:20 to go. Killester, Benton with the ball. 8-second violation, and Meteors all of a sudden creating pressure, turnover, steals.
Yeah, where was this, 6-7 minutes ago, and it may have been a different story.
Clint is fouled. With a 13th foul, so it'll be a sideline ball. Burn from Meteors. Long range 2 from the top of the key, rebounded by Barry for Killester. And Benton eventually gets the ball under her spell. And she's fouled and will go to the line. Benton knocks down both those as Bethany Thompson will check back into the game for Matty Hanaho, who's had a good game. Sparks, Meteors come back earlier on.
Yeah.
Nice backdoor pass and finish from Conair. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Which she duly does.
Number 4, coming, game's top scorer.
So 49 seconds to go, Niall. Killester, a better team overall.
Yeah, I think so. I think at both ends. I think defensively, Meteors haven't been too bad actually, and they've tried a lot. But just offensively, they couldn't really get enough shots to fall.
It happens some days, but Killester being good value for their win here as Kennedy gets the rebounds. Don't forget, stay with us. Coming up in about 27 minutes time.
About 27 minutes.
About 27 minutes and 13 seconds, so I really want to be precise, will be the first the Hula Hoops National Cup winning semi-finals. We're joined with Oisin Langan and Martin Conway for that one. But if time runs out, it's Killester that will advance to the Hula Hoops NICC Women's National Cup final as they win this one on a scoreline of Killester 61, Meteors 47. Please stay with us. We'll be back in about 27 minutes time, as I said, for the first of the Women's Super League semi-finals.